We were just saying, believe it or not, yes, Memorial Day weekend is already almost here.
Where did May go?
Oh, and many kayakers are going to be in the water for the very first time this year.
If you're a beginner or an expert, it's always a good time for a refresher course in safety, and that's why Nick Byron and Ryan Hall are here this morning. They are extreme sport outfitters, and they're going to show us the right way to get all this done. Now, step one is to make sure we're safe, right?
Absolutely.
So what is the proper form and technique here?
Well, we have 4 clips there, so we just match them up, start with the top.
Here, Ryan, why don't you help me?
Get your button up here.
Here we
So,
go.
Ryan. Oh, I see you have a wedding ring. Never mind. So,
Always on the lookout.
Now, wait.
On land or on sea.
so how much room should you have at the top? That's always my question. You know how you get in, when you end up in the water and you're like
Right,
this?
right. You want it to have about an inch or 2 of space in between.
So would this be a good fit
That's a
then?
great
That looks
fit.
great.
Perfect.
That looks
Thank
great for you.
Thank
I'm
What
all
would you wear
whopper-jawed
with
here.
this? No, I'm kidding. How are you doing there,
I'm all
Tiger?
whopper-jawed. I'm trying to get all fixed up
There we
here.
go.
Now you got
There
it.
we go. That's better.
Okay.
That's much more fashionable. All right, much better.
Then we're ready to step in.
Perfect. So
Now,
go ahead
if
and
you
get
were
in.
in the water, then
Oh, yes.
how do you get in without flipping the
Like
thing
this?
over?
Just want to keep stable. You know, use
Right in the
one of
middle?
your hands on the other side as you get in to brace yourself.
Okay. Now, would there normally be some place for my feet in this?
There is. There's actually some foot pegs over to the
Oh, there
right
are?
on the side there. Won't know if it's equipped for high heels or not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, so
A
your
little,
knees
little
should
bend
be up.
in your knee.
Oh,
There
your
you
knees
go.
are up.
Yes.
So it's not like a canoe where you're sort of sitting like a.
Oh,
Right.
that
That's
definitely
right.
gives
Okay.
you more stability. If
So a little about posture here. So you want to have a slight bend in your knee like you do there.
Uh-huh.
You want a good posture with your back, and you know you're going to be here for hours. So are you sure you're comfortable?
I'm really not enjoying this life jacket, I won't lie.
All right. So next thing we're going to try with the paddle here.
Thank you.
Now your grip should be about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width.
Okay.
You don't want
On
the
the
grip.
outside or inside of these?
The outside looks good
Okay.
there.
Okay.
And if it's too wide, you might have you might tire yourself out. If it's
Oh.
too narrow of a grip, you may not have enough strength to paddle there.
Okay.
So as you're flying along here, and you're trying, what is it, a rotary motion? kind of
Yeah,
thing?
rotary motion. That's exactly it. It's the forward stroke. So we're going to go over a couple strokes here. The
Get out of
first one's
Sean's
going to
way.
be the
my
forward
bag.
stroke.
Yes.
We're going to dip the left blade of the paddle into the water and pull back. She is a natural,
Very
folks.
nice.
You got
Very
this.
nice.
Thank you.
And go
Perfect.
ahead and do the same thing with the right side. This is going to be your basic stroke to get you down the river, lake, or whatever body of
Sean
water
Ireland
you're on.
knows her stroke. Absolutely.
But I
So
would
Sean
say,
Ireland doesn't have one while she's doing this.
the most important stroke is probably the next one, though. That's the one where if you're headed for danger, it lets you steer out of the way. So in rivers, there are rocks standing up. We have fallen limbs. It's hard to tell what's in the water there.
Okay.
So what we have is a reverse sweep paddle. What we're actually going to do there, it's fairly easy. All you do is dip the blade of the water of the oar into the water, and it makes you go that direction.
Oh, so just hold
So
it.
you can
Just hold it, and it will take you to the right. And if you do the same thing on the left, same result
instant
there.
steering. Okay, so the other thing that we see all the time is you flip the thing over.
Right.
This would be me. So there we are,
Right.
hanging from the underneath of
Right.
it, thinking, and this is a great way to die. So how do you flip back over?
First advice would be don't flip. Try not
right.
to flip.
Good call.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
right.
Because you're not strapped into this one. Some of them you're actually strapped
That's
in.
right. That's right. And it's also very important when you flip. So if you're in calm water, it's not as urgent. You can take it to kind of swim it to the side. You can find land. That makes it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Also, it's easier to flip the boat over in calm water. If you are in the rapids, not the best time to try and flip the boat over. What you want to do there is push away from the boat, have your feet up in the air, and look at the sky and try to
get
hit.
there.
Yeah, if you do
float
run, if
away.
you do
Yeah.
run into something, make sure it's your feet, not your head. And then when
Gotcha.
you get the calm water, try and flip the boat over and get back in.
One of the important things, you guys were just on Shark Tank
Yeah.
because you've got a new gadget that it takes your beer with you.
Hey.
Not that we would ever encourage
Never.
there being beer on the water.
No.
It takes your soft drinks with you.
Exactly.
What is this thing?
Exactly. So this is the Kayak Caddy. It is a floating personal tow behind storage device.
So we just open that up right there.
Open it right on up.
Oh,
Check
look
out
at all
the
this
contents.
stuff.
You can bring your cell phone with you. In case there's an emergency on the water, you have your phone access right there. First
Wow.
aid kit,
Just in case something happens.
just in case, and you
That's
want to
right.
make
So
sure you keep your stuff
What
dry.
did Shark Tank tell you about this?
I thought it was a very interesting idea. They have a system in place where they give you 2 or 3 weeks to review the product with the rest of the sharks to see what makes the cut to get into the Shark Tank. They were very interested with the product and were surprised that it's the only one on the market.
Yeah.
And so when they want 90% of the company for $15 million, you'll be like, okay.
We're in, yeah,
We're
deal.
good.
Absolutely not.
Wonderful.
Well, don't forget, if you need someone to demo, I'll be happy to go with you.
Absolutely.
You'll be the
Stand
first to
back.
call.
We'd be open for that.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Hey, good luck
Thanks,
to you
gentlemen. We
guys.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so
Good luck
much.
with Shark
Thanks for
Tank.
having
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks